Hey guys, it's Ling. So I just came back from a trip to China and I am about to show you guys what I got from there. So I bought all the items on this website Taobao.com. It's a really common and probably the most popular shopping website in China. Now, if you are watching my YouTube video, most likely you don't live in China. So I thought I would take a moment to briefly talk about how to get those items if you live outside of China first before I start the haul. Well, if you are only interested in the haul part, I will put the minutes down below so that you can feel free to skip ahead. Some background info first. Both AliExpress and Taobao are owned by this company, Alibaba. If you buy stocks, chances are you have heard of this company. So both Alibaba and Taobao are owned by this same person, Ma Yun, or you may also know him as Jack Ma. So the entire Taobao website here, as you can see, is in Chinese, which means it's more targeted towards the Chinese population, more specifically those that are living in China. There are ways to get those items shipped internationally, but the shipping cost usually is very high. Although sometimes it is possible that the items are still cheaper even with the shipping cost. Since this website is designed for Chinese people, you do have to do all your searches in Chinese. For example, eye pins. And oops, I have to sign in to keep using the website. I don't think it's always the case, but if you do have an international IP address that's not in China, I think you do have to sign in. Okay, after I sign in here, we are back in business. Here, as you can see, the word eye pin only returned one result. And the plural eye pins give us 5 results. But if you type your keywords in Chinese, you end up with endless number of choices. I know there are websites like Superbuy that can translate the Taobao website in English. However, to do your search, you still have to type in the keywords in Chinese. Otherwise, as you can see here, you get almost no result. On the other hand, AliExpress is designed for people who don't live in China, who don't speak Chinese. There are also other language options if you don't speak English either. You can find pretty much everything that I am about to show you today on AliExpress. Maybe for a slightly more expensive price, but many sellers actually offer free shipping, which I think makes AliExpress a better option if you don't live in China. And surprisingly, some of the items that I am about to show you are actually easier to find on AliExpress than Taobao. In terms of the website safety, I know there are people on YouTube who complain about unauthorized charges from AliExpress, but it has never happened to me, and I actually trust this website just because it is owned by the same company as Taobao, and Taobao is the most popular shopping website in China. I don't want to go into more details, so let's go back to our search for eye pins. And here, as you can see, this website actually does understand your keywords in English. Just to let you compare the price, on AliExpress you get about 200 eye pins for about $1.29, and the shipping is free. And on Taobao, this seller is selling about 100 eye pins for 38 Chinese cents. And if you divide this number by 7, you get the dollar amount. On US websites like Michael's, you get 90 of them for $3.19. Don't get me wrong, I love Michaels. I buy tons of stuff from Michaels. And yes, sometimes you do get things on sale for a cheaper price, and that's great. Alright, that's everything I want to say today about the shopping website, so let's head back to the haul. The first items I am about to show you aren't really craft supplies, but I have to show them to you because they are really cute and really good. So I am talking about these really cute mechanical pencils. So I didn't buy them just because of the design, but the main reason that I purchased them is because they are really good. So they are by this brand Zebra, and it's a Japanese brand, and they are advertised as unbreakable. When they say unbreakable, they are not kidding. So the lead is unbreakable because of some high technology that's going on that reduces the tension when you are writing, which makes the lead unbreakable. Which means that it shouldn't matter which brand of lead refill that you use, because it's the pencil that makes the lead unbreakable. I do have another design which is also really cute that I bought a couple of months ago, not this time, but I also want to show you guys. Yeah. So this was also limited edition. So if you don't care much about the limited edition designs, you can definitely find these pencils here in the US on Amazon, or I have also seen them in either, I can't remember, it's either Walgreens or CVS. So yeah, so these are not limited edition designs, but they are the same thing, like the qualities are the same. So these aren't super expensive, like they are not as cheap as the typical mechanical pencils that you would find at the stores. These are a bit more expensive, about like $6, $5 or $6 each, but I think it is so worth it, and I really wish that I knew them when I was a student, but well, it's still not too late. One exception in terms of the unbreakable lead is that if you use like colored lead, I guess because the colored lead is too soft, so the reduced tension won't help much. So if you use colored lead, it is still unfortunately gonna break. So the boring stuff first, I already have most of them, but I bought more this time just so that I have definitely enough. So yeah, this is enough. So I have some eye pens. I have 3 different colors. So I have silver, gold, and I have another shade of silver. So sometimes to distinguish between the two, one of them is called rhodium, the other is silver. Yeah, anyways, so I prefer the lighter one, but I also bought some of those darker silvers just because I know if I use keychains, the keychains are most of the keychains are in this shade of silver, right? So I also got some longer eye pins. I don't use those longer ones very often, but I still bought them just in case, also in 3 different shades. And I also have some of those double jump rings. So let me show you a close up. So these are double rings. And I also got them in 3 different colors. So the reason why I started buying double rings instead of single ones is that if you buy those single rings, you not only have to worry about the diameter across, you also have to pay attention to the diameter of the wire itself, right? So if the wire is too thin, the diameter of the wire itself is too small, then the rings won't hold their shapes. But on the other hand, if the diameter is too thick, it's gonna be really hard to bend the ring. So I don't want to deal with that anymore, so that's why I started buying those double rings. And I also got some in the bronze color. I don't even know why I bought those, because I don't even have eye pins in this color. Well, we'll see. Next time maybe I will buy some bronze eye pins as well. I have some of these chains that I don't think I am gonna use them anytime soon, but yeah, it's good to have them, good to have them. And I also have some of those head pins. I don't usually use them again, but it's still good to have them. And these are just some single ring. And then I have those hooks, snap hooks, right? So I have them in different colors, different sizes, just in case when I need to use them, I have some different options to choose from. Okay, and then I have some super long eye pins just in case, right? You never know. And I also have some of those super long head pins that I don't think I would ever use them, but I still have them here. And I have some larger hooks. So these are the ones I was talking about where the wires are actually too thick in diameter and they are like really hard to bend. Okay. And on the other hand, these are the ones where the wires are too thin in diameter that they won't even hold the shape. I also got many bottles of the resin dye. These are about $1 per bottle if you buy them on AliExpress, which I think is a good deal. So if you buy them on Taobao, they are slightly cheaper, but still I don't think it's worth it if you are not in China because you have to pay for the shipping and everything. But the ones that I got are in 3 different textures. So first I have those powders, so pearlescent powders. I got 2 bottles of the white. So I just think these white colors can be used to mix with any color to just give the color a shine. So that's why I got 2 bottles. And I also have blue and yellow and pink, and this one I believe is like a lavender color. For the liquid dye, I have 2 different types. If you look at the bottles, this one says, so that's a 1, right? And that's a 2. So this one says first generation resin dye. This one says second generation. So to my understanding, the first generation are more translucent. So when you use them with the resin, the colors, the resin is gonna turn to this color while still look translucent. But the second generation dye would give your resin more of a solid color. So the first generation, the more translucent colors first, I have a red, blue, and yellow. I don't know why the packagings are different, but probably because of different batches. But these 3 colors are just so useful. You can make any colors with them. And besides these 3 colors, I also got a green, a chocolate, I think. Yeah, it says coffee, so brown. And this is another pink. So this pink is more magenta pink, I think. Yeah, it looks like. And I also have another blue. So the blue that we just had was more of a sky blue, and this was a sapphire blue. For the second generation, the more solid colored dye, I got 2 bottles of the white because I already have 1 bottle from Sophie and Toffee, and I just really like the white color because I can add that to any color to make that color look softer. So I got 2 more bottles. And I have another pink, and as always I have a red, I have a blue, and a yellow. And finally, I also have this huge box to show you. So I got the 24 color chalk pastel. So I already have the 12 colored one, but I got the 24 color this time. I believe they also have the 36 and the 48 colors. But to me, when I look at this 24 colored ones, there are already a good selection of the yellow and the brown. So those are the colors that will be used most often, I think. Because if you make like bread, cookies, right, so you need those colors. So I think the selection of yellow and brown is already enough in this 24 color selection. And there's also some nice pinks there and all the other colors. So I think 24 would be enough for me for now. So I didn't really buy the 36 or the 48. And I also went crazy. I bought this pack of pink colors. So this one I remember was quite expensive, I guess because maybe the quality of this is really good. I don't know. I bought it because of the color. I just think that the pink color is so cute. I don't know where I would use them yet. Like, I don't think I have ever used a pink chalk pastel. I don't know. I guess from now on, maybe I will put like a cute face and some blush on whatever I make from now on. Mixing cups. And I also have some reusable ones. I don't know why I bought so many of them. Probably because, again, I have some of these from the Sophie and Toffee subscription box, but I realized that they are really, really easy to get dirty. So, oh, here's another one. They're all the same. Yeah, I think that's it. And I also have some mixing sticks. Just like the mixing bowls, they are really easy to get super dirty, so I got quite a few of them. Here's another one. Yeah. And I have some resin molds, so I didn't know that they were so big because these are already probably gonna take, like this one itself is probably gonna already take all the resin that I have now. But anyways, so I have a really cute unicorn and I have an even cuter kitty cat. I also have some kitty cat open bezels. So it's surprisingly like open bezels are really, really hard to find on Taobao. Like there isn't a word for it. So like I had to look for like resin, and then I had to look for like resin accessories, things like that to find these. So it's actually a lot easier to find open bezels on AliExpress actually. Okay, they're all the same. So I am definitely planning on buying more open bezels on AliExpress because I'm not happy with the selection that they have got on Taobao. So yeah, so then, oh my god, here's another mixing bowl. And I also got this little thingy, so this is something you put underneath when you fill this in with resin. I also have two of these. What are they called? Like pins, needles, pins. Oh, needle tools. Yes, yeah, I also got some of those needle tools. And then I have something really exciting here. So I have 3 different Pikachu molds. Look at that. So this one's like wee, and this one's like yay, and this one's like huh. So next I have some squishies, so I thought I would just take you guys here and show you. So the 4 on the right are the ones that I purchased from Claire's that I have already showed from a previous haul, squishy haul. So these ones are the ones that I recently purchased from China, from Taobao. So to be honest, I was actually quite disappointed with like the selection and the quality of the squishies that I got from Taobao. So I think probably because also like just like the open bezels, the squishies aren't popular in China at all. So you can you can hardly find good selections of squishies there. The ones on the back are from Silly Squishies, by the way. They're not part of the Taobao purchase. So I actually bought more than these, but I didn't even bother to bring some of them back with me because some of them are just so bad in quality. So first we have this big marshmallow. So I really like the colors and the design, but it's just like it's not very soft at all. It's pretty dense and it's not slow rising. So this one is not like a really nice quality squishy. Next I have this fake Yummy Bear because the authentic ones are so expensive. So I saw this fake cheap one while I was browsing. I was like, oh well, let me just start with the fake one. So there it is. And I also have this cake, mini cake. This cake is actually really soft and slow rising. I like it. So I have some of those bigger cakes from Silly Squishies, so I just decided to buy like a smaller one. Yeah. So the most exciting ones that I got are these Hello Kitty squishies, right? So again, these ones are from Claire's, but those ones are from Taobao, from China. So I don't know, I have no idea if they are authentic or not. So they do have those cute tags. They are branded on the bottom. Come on, focus. Yeah, so they are branded on the bottom, and they also have this QR code. And I don't know, they kind of look authentic, but I'm really not sure. But I am happy with how they look. Although the ones with sprinkles, though, the sprinkles kind of gets everywhere. One of the bags is open, so I really don't know, but I think they're cute, so I like them. So I have a yellow one, and I have a strawberry with like chocolate drizzle. I have a chocolate with powdered sugar. I have a chocolate with strawberry drizzle. So I also have a strawberry. Oh, oops, I also have this one. I don't want to say strawberry. It's some sort of berry that's darker than strawberry with sprinkles. Yeah, so the weird thing is that some of these are really dense, like this one or this one, but some of them, like this one, is like really soft. So I don't know, so maybe they aren't authentic, but I am actually kind of happy with my Hello Kitty donuts purchase. By the way, does Silly Squishies, the company, not exist anymore? Because I think the website was down at some point this year, at the beginning of this year. It keeps saying that the website would be back up, but it never did. So I ordered some of these not long before their website went down. So I was actually really glad that my order arrived safely. Well, anyways, that's all. So I hope you guys liked my video. Hopefully I can bring more crafting videos in the near future. And thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye.